Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Chad has asked me to watch a video called I Took Ninja's Masterclass and It Ruined My Life. I've never even heard of it before. And I see that other people have looked at it, like Soda Poppin', XQC, like other streamers that I'm familiar with. Hassan watched the video. I've never even heard of the video, so it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of interested. So he's obviously charging people for this. Become a streamer in 30 days. Should we watch this first? Hold on. The 2-minute thing and then watch this? Let's maybe watch this first and then we'll come back and we'll watch this. Does that sound good? I kind of want to see what his sales pitch is. Let's see what his sales pitch is first.
Whoops. The thousands and thousands. Instead of grinding the thousands and thousands of hours that I did streaming anime, I'm going to break everything down for you guys in the next 30 days. Let's go. Oh my goodness.
We're going to make it super easy.
Accuracy, baby. I am Tyler Blevins. You may know me as Ninja. This class is about building and establishing a streaming presence, whether you are a gamer or a non-gamer. Let's go, baby. I have cracked the code truly on how to build a community, engage with your audience, and make you the best possible streamer that you can be. You're gonna learn to set up and launch your stream, develop a style, build a brand, and make your stream as professional as possible. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. You'll be learning alongside people from all over the world, and you're gonna be able to share your streams and this journey alongside the community of Masterclass. When you're starting out, try to have the viewer list open at all times so that if you see a brand new person come in, you can just say, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in.
No. Okay. I think a lot of streamers would agree to this. Do not do what he just said. If they say hi first, like for example, Psycho Score, it shows that it's his first time being in here, first time saying something in here, right? I don't know if he's still here or not. But a lot of people, when they come in here just to lurk, or they go into a channel just to lurk, and they're not wanting to be called out. They're not wanting to be part of the conversation and stuff like that. If they want to, they'll do what you guys do, and they'll say hi or something like that. But at this point, I don't agree with it at all. Like, there's people that come in. Besides, when you have your feed up, and it shows your active users in the channel, it's outdated. Like, by the time it actually shows the person in the channel, they've already been in the channel for 30 seconds or so, or more, or something like that. Like, it's not up to date 100%. And you're never going to be able to remember everybody's names or anything like that. And I don't think people want to be called out. Like, people want to come into the channel and see if you're doing something interesting, and if you are, then great, they'll stick around and they'll say something to you. But a lot of like, there's a lot of viewers that come and watch my stream, and they are immediately like, they're on lurk mode because they're kind of listening to my stream in the background while they're doing other stuff. If they've got time to talk or time to type, they will. But calling somebody out and saying, hey, how are you doing, type of thing, I mean, I know it sounds nice, but a lot of people are coming into the channel just to lurk. I've been in Ninja's channel before, and I don't like, I mean, it's impossible to get a word in there anyways, because there's so many people that are just spamming stuff and stuff like that. And I tell you right now, there's no way he's looking at his chat list, but I'm assuming he's talking about people that are small streamers, 1, 2 viewers, that sort of thing, and no viewers or whatever. But the advice that I've always given whenever anybody have asked me for advice is talk and perform to the camera as though there are 100 people watching your channel. Like, carry on a conversation with yourself, but ask engaging questions so that people that are watching, like if you say something like, I don't know, should I go to this zone or this zone for, like, just talking to yourself? Maybe should I go to Westfall to level now, or should I go to Lac Modan? Like, stuff like that. Just open-ended questions that people that are sitting there, if they want to engage you, they can engage you by giving their input. So that's much better than calling someone out. Because I honestly think that if you call that person out and they're like, no, dude, I'm just sitting here because I'm lurking or whatever, they're either not going to respond or they're going to leave. So anyways, Go to sleep. I don't know. Dude, I never need to sleep.
Person to talk to you and actually engage in the chat, and you might have earned your first follower for life. The 2 months in a row. Welcome.
So yeah, he's obviously talking about like very early in your streaming career, but I would do what I suggested, not what he's suggesting. I would actually stream as though you're streaming to an audience already. Don't look at the view count. I know it's really difficult, but don't look at that view count because it's out of date anyways. By the time it shows that there's somebody that is viewing your stream, that person's already been in there for a minute or two, and they're probably gone if they're not engaged. So don't sit there and stare at your chat list or the user list or whatever. Actually be engaging as though there are 100 people in your chat, because if they come in and they see that you're doing that and you're being engaging and you're not just sitting there like this, like how I don't know how many times I go into like a one viewer Andy, and they're just kind of doing this, and then you watch, and I've actually done this with people that have asked me for tips. I'll go into their stream and then I'll message them on Discord and I said, dude, I watched your stream for 45 minutes today. You didn't talk once. Like literally, you've got to be engaging with the person. Worry more about that than whether you've got somebody in the chat, because by the time you see that they're in the chat, they've seen that you're not being engaging and they've already left. So I would strongly disagree with what he's saying there.
Welcome back, man. Babu-san, what's up, man? How you doing? What do I love most about streaming? It's so much fun. You can bring so much joy to other people. And of course, obviously, if you do everything right, it can be very lucrative as well. I started out.
Okay, second piece of advice, don't start streaming because you want to make lots of money. There are so few people that actually make it that don't do it because you're like, oh my God, I want to become a rich streamer. Like, I think it's like 0.1% of Twitch streamers actually make enough money to live off of. Not even that they're filthy rich, just to live off of. So yeah, I'm partnered. I do not make enough money to like stream full time, and I think when I look at the statistics, I'm at like 0.4% of the upper number of streamers or something like that. I'd have to look on Twitch Tracker, which I haven't done in ages. But don't do it for the money, and it'll show if you are. Like if you're doing stuff on stream where it's obvious that you're just worried more about the money, don't worry about that. Worry about being entertaining first. The follows, the subs, all that sort of stuff will follow afterwards if you've got a good stream.
In my mom's basement, streaming, working at a fast food restaurant, going to college. And then I broke the record for the most viewers in a stream, the most subscriptions, the fastest growing YouTube channel in the world. But if you get some subs out here, we out here making money. Streaming is a place where you can just express yourself. This is my life. I absolutely love it, and I'm happy to share everything that I've learned. If I can do this, anyone can do this. I'm Ninja, and this is Masterclass.
Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna. I don't know what that is. We're gonna watch the other one. This is the master.
You don't know how. You're too stupid. But guess what, loser? I figured it out. And now you can buy more shirts at drewgoodenshop.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my braless wife bringing me a sandwich I didn't ask for. So I made a Twitch account in 2018 with the intention of streaming regularly, and in the 4 years since, I have streamed once. I keep telling myself I'll go back to it, but as with everything else in life, I remember it's just so much easier not to, so I don't. But today, that all changes, thanks to the help of one man, Tyler Ninja Blevins. If you don't know who Ninja is, he's sort of the Michael Jordan of having blue hair. If you do know who Ninja is, you probably expected me to say he's the Michael...
Stop giving away your streaming masterclass for free. You know what the thing is though, Findy? What I said is fairly straightforward, fairly well known anyways. The problem is well, two things. One, most people that even follow that, like those suggestions, and maybe my suggestions aren't the best, but even people that do follow those suggestions, most of them aren't going to make enough money anyways. And number two, most people aren't going to even bother to actually be entertaining. Look at the streamers that are on Twitch. Like if you go, there's a lot of really good streamers that aren't recognized. Like I'll say that right now. I know streamers that are like, they have 5 viewers on average, and I love watching their stream. But there's other audiences there's other streamers. There's a lot of them out there. Go look at them. They know that they need to be more entertaining, more engaging, and all that sort of stuff. And they sit there. They do nothing. And I'm not saying it as an insult. It is really hard to sit there when you've got 1 or 2 viewers or no viewers and sit there and be entertaining for nobody. Who has 5 viewers and that is actually good? Go watch Romanowski. I love watching Romanowski's streams. Like Romanowski's a good streamer. I like watching him. Or you could even look at other streamers that I think are good streamers that are like pulling in 20 viewers or something like that, 30 viewers. That I think they're better than a lot of streamers that I know that get 100 or 200 viewers. How long did it take you to reach 5+ consistent viewers? Maybe a month? Hey, Romanowski's here. There he is. He just happens to be here. But if you're asking me how long it took me to reach 5 consistent viewers, probably a month. My first 3 streams, here's a quick story. My very first 3 streams, I had nobody watching my stream at all. I had nobody. I've got a little bit of a background in sales and stuff like that, so I understood that I needed to be engaging with people and stuff like that. But on my 3rd stream, somebody finally said hello in my stream, and it shocked me because I was not expecting someone to actually be there. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I shut the stream off, and it showed the number of viewers to my stream, and it would be like, I don't know, 10 viewers or maybe 20 viewers over the course of the entire stream. And this is like when I had no views or anything like that. But nobody was talking in my chat. And I realized, I was like, wait a second. Why did those 20 people come into my stream and not say anything and then leave? They didn't follow. They didn't, nothing, right? And back then there was no affiliation. There was nothing like that. You weren't going to get a Twitch Prime. There was none of that crap. So I sat there and thought about it. And I'm like, the reason, and I you know what I did? I actually went and rewatched one of my VODs. And I was like, this is boring shit. Like, you can't just sit here and do this. Like, you have to actually be engaging. You have to be doing something. Even if 80% of Twitch viewers are Twitch viewers are lurkers. That this is true. But you know what? They still want to be engaged with. Like, there's not anybody that's watching my stream because they're like, I just want to sit there and lurk when Alodar's doing nothing and he's not talking, he's not doing anything interesting, and he's picking his nose or whatever. Like, it's not entertaining, right? So,
Jordan of Twitch streaming, but that would imply that he's one of the very best at it. I don't know if that's true. I think at this point there are tons of people doing an equal or better job of representing how fun and exciting Twitch can be. Ninja might just be the only streamer that, like, your grandma has heard of because she saw him on Ellen. Since there's such a large portion of the general population that had no idea what a Fortnite stream was when their kids told them it was their new favorite thing to watch, I think someone had to be anointed as, like, the face of it. And Ninja is a high energy guy. He's very good at video games. He made himself super marketable, and he used to stream all the time, which made him constantly accessible. He was the right dude in the right moment, playing the right game, and to his credit, he totally embraced it. Not everyone in that position would have said yes to as many things as he did. Sometimes it's actually okay not to do everything that's offered to you, because you never know when you might end up.
It's amazing how quick Ninja actually, like, blew up, right? And then he took off to, what was it? He took off to Mixer, and then that didn't work out. Now he's back on Twitch, but his viewership is a lot lower than what it was before. If Romanowski showed his face, Cammy would have 5+ thousand viewers, probably. He's a very handsome individual.
unsuccessfully trying to cheer up a bunch of cold, wet New Yorkers
You remember this, the New Year's celebration that he was at
by
with?
flossing like your life depends on it.
I'm not seeing enough movement.
As far as I can tell, Ninja is just a guy who got way more famous than he ever needed to be. And apart from his weird creator beefs and notoriously bizarre tweets, I don't really have too strong of an opinion about him at this point in my life. Anyway, all of that brings us up to a few months ago, March 2022. Ninja launches his exclusive masterclass. With years of clicking and yelling now under his belt, Tyler is finally ready to share the secrets that led him
I'm curious to how much this is.
to the top for the low, low price of one annual membership to masterclass.com. For the
an annual membership of $15 a month. What? $180 a year.
record, this is a 1-month class, but in order to take it, you have to be subscribed to the website for an entire year,
For
which
$15.
will cost you $180.
What?
A small price to pay once you find out they have classes from both Clintons. So you already know the drill. I'm going to sign up for this class, and I'm going to regret it.
$180? Everyone knows the real streamers on Facebook Gaming. That's true. That's $180 for a 1-month class. You know what, though? I guarantee you there's people that are signing up in droves. You know what I guarantee you there is? There are kids that are in high school that are like, they want to be like their idol. They want to be like Ninja. They want to be like, you know, these other streamers or whatever. And they're asking their parents for this class for their birthdays, for Christmas. I guarantee you there's lots of people that are signing up for this crap. And it's not just people that are wanting to make a YouTube video.
Full disclosure, I signed up for this already. I'm filming this intro after the fact. Can someone tell me why the fuck I bought the Duo version? Did I think I was gonna be watching him on 2 devices at the same time? What would that even accomplish for me? So anyway, I spent $240 on this class.
Did I sign up? No, I'm not paying $180 for this. Come on, man. No, I'm not doing that.
Most people will choose to spend a little bit less.
He's not ripping off 9-year-olds, Findy. He's the 9-year-olds are going to their parents and asking them to sign up. Now, I'm not going to say that his class is completely like without any value, but $180 for a 1-month class. If you compare it to like other classes in the world that are a month long, $180 actually isn't unreasonable. Like if you were to sign up for some sort of a course at your local wherever, and it was a month long, 4 or 5 days a week, and it was for a month, $180 is probably what you're looking for. And if you're somebody like your goal is to be a streamer, I guarantee you there's people out there that are like, you know what, $180, this could pay off in the long run. Because you're going to learn how to be a big streamer or a better streamer, and you're going to get that affiliation, and you're going to get people that are going to sign up as subscribers, and you're going to start rolling, and over time, that $180 will have paid itself. I guarantee you there's people that are talking themselves into this. 3 credits in community college is, yeah, but 3 credits is 1 course, and it's not $250 where I live. So, like, I guarantee you there's people that are looking at that going, you know what, $180? That's going to pay itself off. I guarantee you there's people doing that.
One of the first things he gives you at the start of the class is a PDF document with all sorts of gaming and streaming lingo. I cannot overstate how helpful this glossary is. There are some extremely advanced terms on here that would have thrown me for a loop had I heard them casually used throughout one of the courses. You know, things like keyboard, YouTube, mouse. Apparently that's the thing that you click with, but I don't know. I'm still new to this. The true beginning of this class is a section that has equipment for all different budgets, links on where to buy everything, and honestly, that's a pretty valuable resource to have all in one place. But I can't help but laugh whenever he says something like this.
You only need 1 monitor. If you can afford more than 1, then that is definitely recommended. But if you can't afford 2 monitors...
If you can't afford a second monitor because I made you spend the cost of one on this class, you know what? That's on me. That's my bad. Sorry about that. That's kind of the irony of this whole section.
I recommend that you spend a good amount of money on your gaming PC.
Relative to other hobbies, streaming can be very expensive.
Yeah, what he's talking about right now, I couldn't even guess how much I've spent on streaming, like the hardware. I know it's excessive what I've done. I've got 4 monitors plus a TV. I've got basically 5 monitors hooked up, my lights, the stream deck, the microphone that I'm talking into. You could start off with a very budget system, 1 monitor. I would not advise streaming with 1 monitor. That to me is just no. You need to have, if you're gonna stream with 1 monitor, you know what you can do? You can get a like a tablet or something like that. If you've got a tablet or even your phone, you can have your phone and have it open up to your chat. I guess if you're going to stream with 1 monitor, but you have to have your chat on a separate monitor. You can't stream with the game and then having to alt tab and stuff like that to go to your chat every once in a while. You just can't do, like, I guess technically you could do it. You don't want to do that.
Expensive to start out. Even the lowest.
I'm trying to guess how much actually, like my streaming PC and everything that I've got is probably in the neighborhood of $4,000. And again, that is way higher than you need to spend. But I mean, I've got 2 video cards in my PC. You actually need a really solid video card in order to, like, if you want to play some of these like games that everyone wants to watch, you have to have a good video card to begin with. And even better, if you're running multiple monitors, you're streaming at the same time, and you're playing the video game at max settings. So I mean, you can spend as much as you want or as little as you want, but a really budget stream setup is going to be noticeable.
End computer that he recommends is about.
I have a 3070 Ti. Yeah, that is definitely very good enough to stream. Decent amount as a 1 to 5 viewer, Andy. It's taken a few years, but I made all my money back for the streaming gear. Again, if you're going to start streaming, do not do it for the money. Please don't go below like $4,000 and say, yeah, I'm going to make this all back, because more than likely you probably won't. But do it for the entertainment. Think of the money that you're putting into streaming as being your form of entertainment. Instead of spending that $20 to go see a movie or whatever, you spent that $20. You put that money into your streaming setup, and instead of going to the movies, you streamed for the night or something like that. So
about $1,000, and you still have to buy a microphone, a webcam, a mouse, and keyboard, 2 things we just learned about earlier. He really tries to stress how every dollar is so important when you're starting out. So it's like, I don't know, maybe save 180 of them for equipment and then just watch an OBS YouTube tutorial.
I was gonna say there's lots of tutorials on YouTube. Again, I'm not a 1,000 viewer guy, whatever, but I can get upwards of 100 views on a solid day. Back in the day, I used to get between 200 and 300. There's lots of really good suggestions on YouTube videos on what you can do. The number one rule, if you remember this first and foremost, you're an entertainer first and foremost. You're streaming to entertain or to entertain others. And that is the number one rule that you've got to remember. And some of these tutorials, they don't even mention that, but that is above everything else. You were there to entertain.
For free. Speaking of which, I love this line.
It's plug and play for a reason. It may seem a little scary, but it's not. There's tutorials everywhere on the internet.
Ninja, I don't know if you know this. You're filming a tutorial. Don't outsource the work to someone else. Just tell me how to do these things while I'm here in the class that you're teaching.
In this second clip, you will already immediately see the
You just charge somebody $180, and then you're outsourcing instructions on how to do something to other videos.
the evolution of my streaming personality. What's going on, guys?
It's so funny to hear him describe the things that he does well in like an analytical way.
Okay, here we go. See, now it's okay. We're on a good lead.
You can see I'm wearing my hat. I'm clearly doing a funny voice.
And obviously you probably noticed as well that I will often make silly faces. So sometimes I'll do one of these, or maybe I'll hit him with one of these. And that's just one of those funny ass things you can do.
And, of course, it's entertaining to watch.
This makes me laugh and laugh so hard.
This next clip I'm going to show you is kind of me evolving a little bit as a content creator.
Hello, everybody.
What do you guys notice that has changed? My background has changed. I had a better chair.
Okay, so evolving as a creator means buying a more expensive.
Hold on, let's go back to this room.
What do you guys notice that has changed? My background has changed.
Chat, if you're watching this video, if you're not willing to spend the thousands and thousands of dollars on a stream setup like him, you can't be successful. You have to do this.
Changed. I had.
Look at this desk.
Everybody.
What do you guys notice that has changed? My background has changed.
Look at this desk. Look at this monitor that he's got. And then he's got this monitor here.
I had
This is crazy. This room.
better chair.
Okay, so evolving as a creator means buying a more expensive chair.
My light setup was totally different, way more appealing.
All right, well, I thought maybe he was going to talk a little bit more about like evolving your personality, but it seems like his advice is just to, spend more money on the wall behind you. Hey, he's the master.
You don't need crap in your background. You can have a green screen like I do. And in all honesty, I think a lot of people actually prefer not to see a green screen. If you're watching this video on YouTube or whatever, or in my chat, do you guys prefer watching people that don't have a green screen so you can kind of get an idea as to, their how they live and all that sort of stuff? Like, I actually think that a lot of people prefer people that do not have a green screen. I like using a green screen because it takes away the ugly box and kind of allows more of the gameplay to be seen. So that's why I like a green screen.
And this is his class.
Things in the background were more appealing. You have the gaming fridge, of course, with the energy drinks in there. That's always fun to look at.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun looking at that fridge.
Hey man, we're gonna go wear suits to the new Minions movie. You trying to come?
No can do, big guy. I have got my day filled.
Oh, wow. That fridge is really fun to look at.
I know.
And the very first one, it was just my full screen webcam. The next one, I was reacting to a clip that I had, and I was wearing a hat.
All right, there we go. If you want to get better at streaming, put on a hat. That's probably why my friend Chris is so good at streaming. That dude has so many hats.
My headphones were upgraded. My hair was blue.
Now we're getting somewhere. These are actionable steps. Wear a funny hat.
Chat, if I dyed my hair blue, do you think I'd get more viewers? Would I get more viewers if I dyed my hair blue?
And
yeah, probably. Way more viewers. Pink. Well, maybe we'll have to do that then. Maybe we'll have to do that.
dye your hair. Fuck. If you're like me and you're not exactly sure why that matters so much, he does actually have some pretty insightful commentary about it.
People really wanted me to always have my hair blue, and it just became a part of my brand. There are a couple of categories.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's it. Absolutely great editing there. Gotta love the cut right as he's opening his mouth to say more. I couldn't believe, actually, how many times he mentions his blue hair in this class.
Okay, so we have Ninja blue hair, right? I dyed my hair blue, and everyone thought, okay, now blue-haired person, me dyeing my hair blue, and my hair was blue.
It's almost like he's convinced himself that one of the secrets to his success is that he dyed his hair a funny color. Well, since it seems to be such an integral part of his brand, maybe we should check in on a stream now and see how it looks.
Listen, just know that I will set my alarm at 5 a.m. so I
new sub goal, dye my hair blue. Maybe we'll talk about it.
can see all of your guys' morning wood.
He doesn't have blue hair anymore.
His hair. I think most people's experience with this class will be that it's very front-loaded with content. He's got a little over an hour about the basics of what you need to just hit the go live button. And then the next section is 23 minutes long. He starts flying through these short lessons that are like, practice the game that you like, and also don't stream too much, but don't not stream too much.
Good luck.
He even spends 2 of these very crucial minutes just rambling on about one specific Dead by Daylight trick he saw once, and it's like, dude, could you have written something down for this?
It's called like a 360.
Why does it seem like half the class is him going, oh shit, what else?
And then you just do it.
No scopes. No scopes are cool. So, you know, you could do one of those. Before you even have time to process anything that he said in section 2, we're already breezing right into section 3, which is less than 23 minutes long. It's so visibly short at first glance that they had to pad it out by copying and pasting 2 lessons from the previous section. Share your streams with the community and engage with each other. And now, do it again.
Listen to your chat. The next time they come in, if they say something about
I don't know if this is what he meant by this. Keep watching each other. Okay, so I think it is. Back in the day, there's another streamer. He plays retail WoW though. He's an arena player named Clack. Some of you guys probably know who Clack is. CLAAK. He and I started streaming literally like it felt like the same day or the same week. And we kind of got to know each other, and we would deliberately actually watch each other's stream just to get that one view, just to get that one view count, because it would bump us up in the browser thing. But there was also another trick that I learned back in the day, and it doesn't work anymore. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, where you could open up multiple browsers to watch your stream. I had it open on my phone. I had it open on my tablet. I had like old phones that I would open it up at, because each browser that was open to your stream would count as a view count, and I would literally be sitting at like 10 viewers, and there'd be like maybe one person there, but it bumped you up in the category in order to show that you had 10 viewers. That's way higher than the people that have 1 or 2, and that was my feeling, was like, hey, I'm doing everything that I can to try and show that so I was view botting myself basically. I think literally I was actually view botting myself. Is that technically view botting? I don't know. But I was like literally watching my stream on like, I had a ton of different windows open and on like several other devices. I had a laptop that I had 3 or 4 windows open to. And I also had unlimited internet access, so I didn't care. I'm not a con artist. Come on. Anyways, but myself and Clack, we used to deliberately watch each other's stream. We would have it on another window just so that we could each have a view count for each other.
Do it again.
Listen to your chat. The next time they come in, if they say something about their dog,
I can go to jail for for view botting myself. Shit.
maybe their dog isn't feeling
Nice
well.
knowing you, chat.
And they come in the next day, and you're just like, hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? How's your dog, man? You probably just secured that viewer for life.
Ask people if their dog is sick. He's got a section about how to deal with trolls, which is definitely something to be wary of if you're going to be doing anything in a live setting. I love that this is the only example of an insult that he could come up with on the spot.
If someone says, hey, Ninja, your hair is looking really blue today, kind of weird. I'd be like, yeah, that is kind of weird.
Dude had one thing on his mind that day.
Blue hair.
I really liked when he went on this long explanation of how to ban people and specifically described each and everything to do, but they never showed his screen. I mean, you can kind of see it in this shot, but it's a little blurry. Oh, here, now they're gonna show us.
So this user, I'm going to demonstrate how to ban and unban them. It is literally as simple as pressing 2 buttons. So you have their username, you click ban,
Ninja,
and you simply just unban.
I can't see what you're doing, buddy.
This happens multiple times. It kind of makes me think that they just forgot to record his screen while he was doing this section, and instead of attempting to recreate that B-roll, they just gave up and put nothing there. It's so bad. That's not even Tyler's fault, but it does show a...
Your hair is looking so dark, dude, so dark brown today. Hey, dude, enough of the insults. You don't need to insult me about my hair, man. Don't stop being a troll, Mavo.
General lack of caring from everyone involved. There are times where the crew is either pranking Tyler with the editing or they just don't give a shit.
Why are you being such a troll, dude?
This is a real clip from the masterclass.
Oh no.
Takis, gaming is intense, but Takis are seriously intense. And
That's not the original commercial. He doesn't shit and fart in the actual ad.
Call out your regulars and loyal viewers. They'll keep coming back.
What up, this and how you doing, bro? Fufo, I think the tier 1 sub.
Make sure to always talk to your chat. After all, they're your friends. Welcome back.
Chat, you're my friends.
Lord, thanks for the 6 months. How's your dog doing, by the way? You don't have a then get one so I can talk to you.
you now have a lot of pressure on you to set good examples. It is going to be up to you to instill good morals, or the morals that you have, into your audience. You know, not promote harassment and not
Oh my god. Do you guys remember the clip where Ninja was calling out the little kid or whatever? I wonder if they're gonna show that.
promote, you know, being negative.
You're trash. You're awful. You're so stupid.
You know, and just when I thought some of his advice was starting
wasn't
to
even
dip
it.
in quality, he drops this banger.
I have a Fortnite skin. It is no surprise that the best titles can grab potential viewers who are scrolling through channels.
Yeah, so, you know, if you want to
I
get
have a hold on, I'm gonna change my title of my stream right now to I have a Fortnite
a lot of
skin.
views on a video, just get Fortnite to make you a skin and put you in the item shop. And then just tell people about it. Guaranteed millions of views, dude, and it works every time. You gotta try it. Actually, a lot of the final section of this class is about these like completely unattainable things you could do to get bigger.
I always expressed my personality in gaming, but wanted to break out and do other forms of media and entertainment to expand my audience.
Welcome to the Daily Show.
Thank you for having me.
Don't just be a
I turned down Trevor Noah when he asked me to be on the Daily Show, actually.
streamer, go on TV.
I wanted to be known in Hollywood. So I went on shows like Ellen and The Tonight Show and The Masked Singer, and was eventually cast in movies like Free Guy.
Come on, get your name out there. Be in a movie. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes a big difference.
Collaborations are a great way to get more people to your stream, and it's very exciting for your viewers.
And of course, you gotta play Fortnite with Drake. You may think, I don't need to do that, but don't underestimate how big that could be for your career.
Starting out, you might not get to game with a celebrity.
Yep. Okay, that's pretty clear. Do you guys remember when they had the Drake thing?
But
It was
Ninja, you just said I could. Where he could have at least stuck the landing a little bit with some solid marketing tips. The branding section at the end just annoyed me because of how unspecific everything is. It's basically just a long list of Tyler's accomplishments, most of which you're probably already aware of if you spent $200 to take a ninja class. He continually stresses the importance of branding, which I agree with, but doesn't give you any tangible steps on how to do it. And I don't expect this class to suddenly transition into a graphic design lesson, but you know, if this is Masterclass's definitive how to stream course, they could at least go into some detail about the basic stream app.
maybe I should come up with a definitive how to stream course and actually show people where they can actually, you know, get their designs done and who they can reach out to.
Assets that you
And I'll talk about how brown my hair is that day.
need to make. Your subscriber emotes, your channel banner, your alerts, the screen that says starting soon or be right back. You know, all those things you can put in to make your stream unique to you. He barely even mentions any of those things. He's kind of just like, look at my logo. Isn't it a cool logo? Joke's on you. It's not even my fucking logo anymore. I made a worse one. Also, why even include a section about brand deals? This is a 30-day class. No one starting a stream from scratch is worried about doing a brand deal before they've even streamed for a month.
This is something that's going to be online forever, and hopefully teaching people how to become amazing professional streamers for decades, for a millennia to come.
Yeah, dude. 1,000 years from now. 1,000 years from now, people are still going to be watching this class.
Voila.
I think that a good portion of the
This video is really well edited, man.
beginning of this course is helpful to someone who wants to start streaming and they have no idea what to do. But it is very clear to me that not nearly enough care or attention was put into this for it to be worthy of the cost. Also, like, I don't think Ninja is just this undeniably affable guy. He's just really fucking good at Fortnite. And you can't teach someone to be as good as he is. You especially can't teach someone to be really good at a brand new game and be better than everyone else at it before they've all caught up to you. Because that was kind kind of the initial wave of the early days of Fortnite for him. So to be someone who already has a net worth of like $50 million, and then you charge all your most hardcore fans off the promise that maybe they'll be famous like you, it's bullshit, man. This sucks. What I did genuinely enjoy the most about this—
You think ninjas watch this video? I'd be curious to see what Ninja's reaction. I want to see a ninja reaction to this video.
was the community
Someone please tell me that there is actually a ninja reaction to this video.
aspect of it. Like I said, there's a point where Ninja kind of puts the burden on you to support each other's streams, but for the most part, people did. And that's cool because it's pretty easy to get selfish when you're starting something and you're like, you know what? That's great. I see that you're streaming. I love that for you. But could someone watch my stream maybe? So it was cool to see people go out of their way to compliment someone's setup or answer a question that someone had. But it's funny to me that potentially the most valuable part of the class is the one part that Ninja has no involvement in.
There's so many cool people taking this class with all different kinds of content. I saw a Lego building stream. I saw a couple that streams at Disneyland.
But my favorite streamer by far was this kid, Plushy Orca.
If we don't get this dub, I'll eat a spoonful of mayonnaise. No spoonful of mayonnaise for me.
Tell me that that's not
A spoonful of mayonnaise.
the most badass clip you've ever seen. To their credit, the class does have its own TA that goes around, you know, interacting with people's posts, but it's never anything super specific to that person.
What's your favorite piece of decor? What's your favorite conversation piece? What's your favorite piece or prop? Are you working on building connections in other communities? Are you working on building connections in other communities?
Here's another thing that I want to point out, and there's a couple of people that I see doing this. They will literally go into another person's stream with the sole purpose of advertising their stream on somebody else's channel. They're not there to help you at all. They just go in there deliberately to, hey, Alodar, how's it going today? Oh, by the way, I just finished streaming and I did this and I did that. There's times when I just feel like I have actually banned people in the past for doing that because they're not there to actually interact with your stream. They're there literally just to talk about their stream and advertise the fact that, hey, I stream 5 nights a week at this time. Any streamer that comes into my stream, I will do the advertising for you. I will let people know that you're a streamer, what you do on stream, and stuff like that. I have no problem doing that. But what other streamers are, even myself, if it gets a little excessive, get annoyed at is when you come into their stream and are deliberately, you're not trying to help them or with the conversation, or you're not at all concerned about that streamer's stream. All you're doing is advertising the fact that you've got a stream. You will turn that streamer off from helping you faster than you can even imagine. So just keep that in mind. Don't go into another streamer's stream and advertise your own product. Go in there, chat with them, whatever, talk to them about what they're doing, but don't go in there and say, hey, dude, by the way, tomorrow I'm doing a stream and we're going to do this and this and this. How many hours before pre-patch? 14.
Tom, are you building connections? Let's go. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
And before you ask, the TA is not Ninja himself. Not that I would expect him to be, although it would be really funny if he was commenting on.
If it's first message, it's instant ban. No, you know what? I'll give you an example. There was one streamer. He and his mod used to come into my channel, and they would link clips of his stream in my channel, and they do it over and over again. And I used to tell people when he come into my channel, hey, this guy's a really good player, blah, 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 go check him out. But he would come into my stream and just clips after clip after every stream, and interrupt my stream and be like, hey, look at what so-and-so did on his stream, blah, blah, blah. And I just ended up banning them because I was like, okay, listen, guys, I've asked you guys to not do that. I'll advertise your stream for you like I do every other streamer that comes in that I know is a streamer, is a friend of mine. But you're just deliberately trying to take away viewers from my channel.
On these in third person. No, the TA is a mysterious and unknown entity. One who's really...
I didn't say the name, Roman. I didn't say the name. I was deliberately, I was deliberately not mentioning the name, you know?
Only there to make the community section seem more valuable than it actually is. The one silver lining with this course, if you spent almost $200 and you got to this point and you're like, that's it? Is that you're still able to watch a shit ton of content on Masterclass.
It was not a bot. It was not a bot. It was somebody that we actually played on private servers with. We knew him very well, so.
Just a matter of whether that's something that actually has value to you, because it might not. You might have noticed Marquez Brownlee just launched his own course about video creating and posting, and I feel like this class is just so much beefier than the one I just watched. He has a 21-minute video entirely dedicated to lenses. If you've ever watched his content, you know that he's extremely tech savvy, and he also has a much more natural
Marquez Brownlee is fantastic with his videos on YouTube, by the way.
Teaching cadence with the way he lays out information. Whereas Tyler, I assume, was just riffing things off the top of his head, which is probably why he constantly trailed off into silence.
Streaming just gave me the platform to, and I think that's how, you know, but I mean, my recommendation is.
But you know what? It's not fair of me.
How do you not re-record that? If you're actually making that video and it's for a class or whatever, and you see a video like that, like if I ever make a YouTube video, what I'll do if it's my own content is I'll have the script written up basically, and it's in short of enough sentences or paragraphs that I can rattle off the whole thing, cut it, and then cut and paste it, and basically edit it later in post, just to basically make it make it flow a little bit better. So for example, like the way I'm talking now, where I'll be like stuttering or something like that, or saying like you can cut all that crap out. If they're making an actual professional class, how do they not get rid of that shit?
To just sit here and criticize Ninja.
Yeah, it's only
without taking his.
Dude, it's only $180. If you're just starting out streaming, that'll probably only take you 3 or 4 years to pay back. Like after that, it's money in the bank, man.
Tips and tricks into the real world. So for the next 3 weeks, I will be following his advice to a T as I create my own Twitch channel and try to build it from the ground up with no promotion whatsoever.
Uh-oh.
Now, obviously, I don't want this Twitch account to link back to me in any way. If someone finds my channel, I want it to be entirely organic. So I'm going to try to create a persona that's both generic and yet still true to my own brand. I can't believe that name wasn't already taken. After some light branding and a little bit of finagling on OBS, I hit start on my very first stream ever. And I forgot to enable VODs beforehand, so there is no record of it. And of course I had one of the most insane Fortnite wins I've ever had. I somehow escaped so many near-death experiences and made it all the way to the end, and then I won because the last player left just died. I didn't shoot him, I didn't see him, he must have just walked into the storm, I guess, because I won without doing anything. And you can't even see my reaction to it. Once I realized that I had nothing important to do for the rest of the day until my wife came home in a couple hours, I went live for another first stream. This time I had old school RuneScape open while I spent 8 minutes trying to figure out how to get a chat overlay on stream. If you're wondering, I learned how to do that from a free YouTube video.
I watched that guy's YouTube videos
that I paid for. But right as I was settled in and satisfied with my work, that
guy that he showed the video, I can't remember what his name is, but I've watched plenty of his videos actually. He's got lots of really good tips on OBS and stuff. Actually, he's the guy that I learned how to adjust my microphone settings, so it sounded way better. My voice sounds way better now because of that guy.
The unexpected happened. Someone showed up. The possibility of this happening was so minuscule in my mind that I was not prepared for this at all. I actually almost panicked and ended stream.
What if I panicked and ended stream?
But I stayed on for a few minutes and had a short conversation with her.
You're a 3D artist? Do you do work for Twitch streamers, or is this like just other professional work that you do? I promise it will make you only a lifetime.
She told me she plays RuneScape 2 and was literally just scrolling through the OSRS tab on Twitch, and she clicked on my stream because my name was Scoliosis King. So 1 point for my awesome branding. What a great day. But obviously I still wasn't satisfied, so before my third stream, I did a little bit of work to make the viewer experience better. I put the Finding Nemo DVD menu on the TV in this stock photo I found. I made a couple playlists for different moods I might find myself in.
in, and then I started stream with my microphone off for 2 minutes. You know,
Alodar's music list is way better than anyone else's. That's probably 99% of the reason why anyone watches my stream at all. In fact, they probably just listen to it. They don't even watch what I'm doing.
and that's the thing about going live in front of 0 viewers. There's no stakes, no pressure, no one to tell you that your audio levels are terrible. Oopsies. For stream number 4, I made sure to test the audio levels beforehand, so that was good to go. And then I put on a hat. I guess you could say I was learning. Even though no one technically watched the stream or even tuned in at any point, I felt good about my growth as a streamer. I was kicking ass in the game.
No spoonful of mayonnaise for me.
I was being relatable.
Y'all ever drink water before?
I felt like if I just stuck to it, things would turn around eventually. And then my next stream took all the wind out of my sails. It was a combination of things. I was doing one of my least favorite Slayer tasks in RuneScape, a game I've already been getting kind of bored of lately.
I am bored of this game.
I was really tired that day, and the repetitiveness of what I was doing certainly didn't help. When there's no one there to bounce energy off of, it's really hard to maintain energy. And you feel like you should the whole time, just in case someone pops in and you have like 2 seconds to lure them in, and you never know when it's gonna be.
The absolutely hardest thing to do in chat or on stream is to be engaging with your audience when there's no one there or there's no one talking. Like, honestly, when there's no one talking in chat and I'm trying to get the conversation going and the chat's just not moving along because whatever, I'm not entertaining enough or something like that, that is literally the hardest thing. So when smaller streamers ask me, what to do, I'm like, you've got to be engaging with them. That's when you're like between 1 and 5 viewers, that's the hardest point in time for being a streamer, because you're trying to be entertaining. And when you have, like, for example, there's streamers that have hundreds or thousands of viewers, and the chat entertains themselves. Like you go watch like Asmongold or something like that. Like, the chat's just spamming by. It's easy to hold a conversation when the chat's just going through and just pick out a couple of comments, or they put emote on and people are emote mode on and people are just going wild with it, or they're using emotes for different songs and stuff like that. Like, having an active chat actually makes it easier on your stream.
So you have to always be ready.
Thank you so much to everybody who watched today, which from the looks of it was nobody.
But even at this point, I tried to stay optimistic and keep focusing on improving the quality of my stream. I thought I had a pretty funny idea for the alert that would play whenever I got a new follower or subscriber. The thing is, like, that doesn't matter if no one's doing either of those things. So I took matters into my own hands by blowing the dust off the Stream Deck that I bought in 2020 and never opened. With this device, I could repurpose all of the sound effects I've saved on my computer over the years, including this fart compilation that I forgot was over a minute long.
Don't do it.
For my 7th attempt, I put everything that I had learned thus far together and had what I think was my best stream yet.
Thanks for jumping out of the bush so I could see where you were, dude.
I was energetic. I was being a little goofball.
Just being a goofball.
I was making wacky faces left and right, just like the master himself. But yet again, I looked over and no one was there to watch. It was frustrating to feel like I was finally starting to hit my stride creatively, but it wasn't making a difference because no one was finding my stream. At this point, I had utilized just about every tip that Ninja had given me and then some, and still it wasn't working. I knew that something drastic had to change, but what?
My crazy hair, like crazy blue hair. Blue-haired person.
Here it comes.
My recommendation is dyeing my hair blue.
I'm not seeing it. Blue.
Gonna dye his hair. Oh no.
I probably could have just bought a wig.
Too late.
Didn't think about that in time. So at this point, you're probably wondering, Drew, did you really spend 4 hours in a hair salon just because Ninja mentioned his hair a few times? And also, did you have to download Instacart this week because you're too embarrassed to go to the grocery store? Yes to both. But the reason I dyed my hair is because I had something crazy in mind for the culmination of my journey. I was going to do a 24-hour stream. This was a big leap for me up until this point.
What kind of losers do 24-hour streams? Those don't work. What is this guy talking about? 24-hour streams.
I had only streamed for like an hour or two at a time just to dip my toes in the pool.
Little context here, if you're watching this video on YouTube, I just did one on Saturday, so.
And now I was going to jump
24-hour stream
upside down into the ocean. So with my wife away for the weekend and my hair the color of toothpaste, around 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, I began what I assumed would be the most successful night of my Twitch career. I was wrong. I got off to a pretty hot start, honestly. I was feeling good. Turns out the beginning of a 24-hour stream is the same as a regular stream because you haven't done the 24-hour part yet. Really, this is no different than what I normally do. I'm just playing video games. No one's watching me. I'm talking out loud to myself. Well, I shouldn't say no one is watching. There was a point early on where a spam bot came in and advertised something. Sure would be great if they showed Ninja's screen during that lesson on how to ban someone from your chat, because then I would know how to do it. It was several hours before any real person joined. It was my follower, Samantha. She didn't like my hair, so.
Mimo Samantha. Let's go follow. It is actually the other dude.
That's not good.
Look at the
now, before all
timestamp.
this,
That's
I had
hilarious.
recently begun a pretty regimented meal plan, and I didn't want to lose all my progress just because of this video. So I made sure to use sound alerts to build reminders into the stream.
It's oatmeal time. It's
That is gross. I don't know. It's oatmeal. That looks disgusting.
And suck my oat.
Oh wait, there's feet. Oh, are we allowed to show this? I don't think we're allowed to show feet pics in stream. It was nice knowing you guys. I'm probably gonna get banned now.
A fun surprise happened about 3.5 hours into the stream. A new viewer showed up. I got a new person. Welcome in. I've streamed so many times. I've only had one chatter. I was confused.
Chucky Sucky. I think I've seen him in my stream.
By his message though, he said 24 hours? Really? Like he doesn't believe that I could do it. You don't know anything about me, dude. You don't know what kind of resolve I have. Then he told me that I look really bored and that I should chew on something. You know, it's not my fault that I have resting bored face, because my face does this. That was his final message in the chat. He never came back. When 4 o'clock rolled around, it was time for my yogurt.
It's yogurt time. I'm talking Oikos 000. I hope it sends me to hell.
And it was around this time when the cracks were starting to form. The regret that I felt from blowing it with Chucky earlier was really sending me on a downward spiral.
get a
I
follow
started
from
listening
Chucky,
to
maybe.
Doodle Bop songs. I took multiple Doodle Bops quizzes. I found out I was Rooney. 6 hours in, I made me as Ninja on The Sims. And I designed him a beautiful house with no privacy except for one curtain by the kitchen toilet. He also had a basement stream room filled with trees and portraits of faraway landscapes, places he couldn't go to because he was on house arrest for tax evasion. I forgot that I accidentally made him really mean though, so every time he tried to talk to someone, it would turn contentious immediately. The only thing he ever wanted to do with them was get into a fist fight. I figured he was just lonely and didn't know how to express himself, so I put in an online order of a cat. A guy from the adoption agency brought him out to me, and I got him confused with a different cat that I spent the next 2 hours talking to. So the guy took the cat that I was supposed to adopt, and the cat that I was talking to walked off my lot, and I never saw him again. So that was when I stopped playing The Sims. A third of the way there, my one follower Samantha suggested GeoGuessr, and this was perfect for the state of mind that I was in. A few weeks ago, I was watching this guy Banthony refuse to end his stream until he hit a state streak on GeoGuessr of 100. It ended up taking him 150 hours to do it, but when he finally did, it was one of the greatest moments I've ever seen on Twitch.
I can't look. I can't look. I can't look. I can't look. Yes! Yes!
Not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at GeoGuessr too. My state streak is 5. At this point, my focus was solely on marching forward. No one else had popped in at all, so I was just trying to kill time. I got over 2 hours out of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I even beat one of the hardest scenarios in the game without breaking a sweat. I am a gamer god. Why is no one here to appreciate it? Around 4 a.m., I was starting to get a little tired.
4 a.m.?
So I began a new playthrough of
15 hours.
Wolfenstein 2 on the hardest difficulty.
This is how you go down, Nazi.
All things considered, went all right for a bit, until I hit what proved to be an impenetrable wall. So I mumbled something incoherent, exited out of the game, and went on a short break.
Mavo, I've done GeoGuessr on stream before. I've done GeoGuessr.
3 hours and 42
Wait, we can do it sometime.
minutes.
I didn't go to sleep, and I don't want to go back to sleep, I don't want to go to sleep for the first time.
I guess I thought about it, and I was like, no one even knows that I'm here. If I go to sleep right now, it's not like
nobody's gonna know, dude.
Hey, buddy, wake up. You gotta finish your stream. They wouldn't say anything because no one even knows that I'm doing this. As I drifted off to sleep on my couch that's not quite long enough to hold a human-sized man, I started to have crazy dreams. The viewer count was climbing fast. 100, 1,000, 10,000 people all here to cheer me on and say Pog and whatever KEKW means. I got to show them the game I invented that had a perfect score on Metacritic. It was Harry Potter themed. I don't know how I got the rights to that. Everybody applauded my effort and congratulated me on a job well done. And then 3 hours later, I woke up and no one was there. Obviously. If people weren't joining the stream before, they weren't gonna pop in now and wait an indefinite amount of time for me to return from my hiatus. At this point, the stream was just a Spotify playlist gone rogue and my Be Right Back screen that I was probably using a little inaccurately. But I went and grabbed my cold brew from yesterday out of the fridge and popped on some GeoGuessr while I slowly woke myself up.
Oh no. It transported me back to the past. I gotta find Doc.
Even in this mental state, I managed to reach a new record-breaking state streak. That's right, 6. Time was melting away, and as the sun moved further and further towards the center of the sky, I knew that the prison sentence I had forced upon myself would soon be complete. With about 90 minutes left of stream, I decided that I would get a Fortnite dub right as time expired. A lofty goal, I know, but I was up for the challenge. Just kidding. This is some of the worst Fortnite I've ever played in my life. Turns out video games are way harder when your brain doesn't work. With a little under 30 minutes left, my boy Eddie popped in, and it was a glorious moment. 4 years ago, my Twitch career began alongside him, and even though I followed that up with roughly a 1,500-day break, it felt so poetic to be right back where I started. And during our second of 2 games together, he died because he went to ping an enemy and his controller made him take a selfie. But not even yet another quick loss could bring me down at this point. I was so close to being done. Who gives a shit? Fuck this stupid game. When it was time to get my dub right as the clock hit 24, I realized that wasn't going to happen, so instead I jumped off a cliff and lived. The stream is over. I never have to do this again. I'm never going to do this again. Fuck you, Ninja. So let's recap. I streamed for about 40 hours on this account, and during that time, roughly 25 people came in at different points, but almost none of them stayed for more than a few seconds. 3 people actually typed a message.
Remember what I said earlier? That most people that come into your stream, they don't say a thing. So you have to actually act like you have to actually be engaging and entertaining. Even if it shows that you have no viewers, pretend that there are. And hopefully these 25 to 30 viewers will actually say, hey, this is actually entertaining, and then talk to you. And then you can be engaging with that person and hopefully you get a follow.
In the chat, but one of them was a bot. After spending $150 to dye my hair and delivering 24 straight hours of high-octane content, except when I fell asleep, I grew all the way from 1 follower to 1... I still have 1 follower. Big shout out to Samantha. You were there from the beginning. you were the only one there at any point. So even though things didn't exactly work out for me, I don't think Ninja's class is entirely useless. He taught me how to set up OBS. Everything else, like all of the specific overlays I wanted to do, using the stream.
Hey, the timer that I use is actually
Everything
from this guy's
else,
video.
like all of the specific overlays.
Like when I needed to learn how to make a timer for my 24-hour stream, the countdown, this is actually the video that I use. This guy here does a tremendous job of explaining how to do it.
Overlays I wanted to do, using the Stream Deck for sound effects and scene changes. I fucking Googled all that. And it was free! There are a handful of people on Masterclass who don't speak much publicly, so if you're like a massive fan of them, it would probably be worth it to hear Mariah Carey, for instance, talk about singing. I'm not trying to learn how to sing, but it'd probably be pretty cool to hear her talk about it, you know? But even if you are the world's biggest Ninja fan, I promise you, you have not run out of Ninja content to watch. He's probably streaming right now. And if you want to learn how he streams, pay attention to what he does and take notes. That's it. He's good at his job. He's been doing this for a long time. I think an aspiring streamer could learn a lot just from watching him. But you don't need to pay him $180 to tell you, you know, sometimes I talk in a funny voice. Out of all the jobs on Masterclass, his is the most publicly available. Like, I can't just walk into a kitchen and look over a chef's shoulder to see how they made something. I don't know the process of writing poetry just because I read a finished poem. I don't know what goes into getting a series picked up just because I watched the show. There are plenty of classes on here where that kind of inside look is something that's unique and valuable. But Ninja is showing you how to do his job every time he does his job, because that's part of the job. You can't stream if you're not showing people. I lost my mind. My hair is blue and I lost my mind. I'm gonna take a walk.
Babe? There's a guy in our kitchen? Don't worry, it's just me. And I'm here to cook today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Having food delivered straight to your door is one of life's greatest luxuries.
I got an email from HelloFresh to be sponsored as well, but I don't even use it, so why would I? I don't know.
Especially when your hair glows in the dark. Here's the thing, if I'm not
let's see. I have 4 followers. Never dyed my hair blue or did a 24-hour stream. Here, I'm gonna follow you right now, Mavo. There you go. Now you've got 5 followers. Okay. Now you have 5 followers. Coaching industry is probably one of the fastest growing online. It is actually true. There's a couple of guys where I've thought about taking their course, but there's a lot of content creators where they are actually making online courses now on how to do what they do, basically. And apparently, you're right, it is the fastest, like one of the fastest growing things on YouTube or on the internet. People that are willing to pay for these courses that people have put together, when a lot of it you can get it for free. It's kind of like that scene. What's the movie with Robin Williams, and where he talks about how the guy's got, you know, $1.50 in book fines or whatever. Like that's basically like exactly it. Like you could YouTube all this stuff, watch other streamers and watch what they're doing, and then watch your own VOD and figure out what it is that you're doing wrong. You don't need to take a $180 course.
Looking in a mirror, I forget about this. I can't see the top of my head from this angle, so I forget that I look like if a cupcake came to life. I had a neon billboard painted onto my scalp demanding that everybody stare at me, and I don't like to be perceived. So HelloFresh is good for that. The reason I've been subscribed to HelloFresh for years before this, though, is because of how much structure it adds to my life. When left to my own devices, I will often eat the worst and possibly most expensive food I can imagine, because I waited too long to plan a meal and now I'm too hungry to think clearly. But every day that I have one of these bags in my fridge, I don't have to resort to that. My brain can stay on Dumbo.
Do any of you guys use HelloFresh? I'm actually kind of curious, because I'm not kidding. They actually reached out and they probably did a mass promotion with a bunch of streamers. I mean, I'm not, you know, a huge streamer or anything like that, but if they're reaching out to me, they're probably reaching out to a ton of people right now. I'm kind of curious, do any of you guys actually use HelloFresh to get your like meals and groceries delivered to you?
mode, and I can still have a fun and tasty meal. There's so much variety on their menu, and they're constantly adding new stuff. I'm talking meatballs, fish, burgers, chickpea fritters, buffalo pork chops. They've got a bunch of vegetarian and kid-friendly meals. They've got lunches you can make in 10 minutes, dinners you can make in 20, and they even have little cheesecakes. Anything you could possibly be in the mood for, they probably have it. And not only does HelloFresh help me save time grocery shopping, it also helps me cut down on food waste. Their supply chain is more streamlined compared to traditional grocery shopping, which helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions, according to a University of Michigan study. And on top of that, I'm about to save you so much freaking money. If you go to HelloFresh.com and use my promo code I'mALittleStinker16, you can get up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Surprise, I'm in the box. Imagine. No, I don't actually know what the surprises are. They won't tell me. They said I haven't earned their trust yet. Again, that's code I'mALittleStinker16, link in description. Hey, so does like anyone know when blue hair goes away, or? Don't get me wrong, I love it. It looks so good, and it suits me really well. But I keep turning all the pillows in my house blue, and I'd like to not do that anymore. So I'm sure a bunch of people are gonna go follow the Scoliosis King account on Twitch, and that's great. I appreciate it. I'm never gonna stream on there though. If I do ever stream on Twitch in the future, just follow me at Drew is Gooden, and I'll put the link in the description. There's people I've been subscribed to for like 3 or 4 years now, and I'd like to keep that streak on there. So I'm not gonna make a new account and lose all that, you know? To all the people watching this video 1,000 years from now, hello, I'm dead. I probably died 940 years ago, I don't know. But if you are watching this in the year 3022, comment down below what life is like. Is Florida underwater? Who's the president? Is The Simpsons still on? To everyone else, I will see you in the next video that I make, where I will be spinning around the whole time until we all get dizzy. So, see you then.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually watched any of this guy's videos before. That was hilarious though. But for those of you that are maybe in my chat, or you're watching maybe this video on YouTube, take what this guy, if you're actually wanting to get into streaming, take this guy's advice as gospel, basically. Like, just learn to be entertaining. Make that your number one focus. That is literally the secret to go from having no viewers to actually slowly start to build a stream. There's way more involved as well, like using social media properly to promote yourself, and interacting with other streamers, and maybe streaming games together, or that sort of thing, or streaming entertaining games, getting really but above all else, you can be a very successful streamer and be really shitty at the game. Like, honestly, like, work on the entertainment. I would strongly advise, in my opinion, if you want to learn how to do something on Twitch, look up a video on YouTube or something like that. Don't pay for a course. Or go watch some of your favorite streamers and ask yourself why they are your favorite streamers. What is it about them that you really enjoy when you go to their stream, and try and add that to your stream. So anyways, exceptional video by Drew Gooden. I will be watching his content more in the future. I just subscribed to his channel myself. Like the video, of course. You should too if you're watching this video on YouTube. If you are, the links to his video and his channel will be down below. If you enjoyed my commentary, then I would appreciate a like, and subscribe to my channel as well. Of course, it does really help me with the metrics and the analytics and all that sort of stuff. And if you want to talk to me live on stream, I stream 6 nights a week at, what time is it? 6 p.m. Eastern from Tuesday through Sunday. So come chat with me there. I play World of Warcraft primarily, but also do IRL streams, just chatting and all that sort of stuff too. Anyways, if you enjoyed the stream, again, thank you very much for watching. Or if you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one.